Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the SEF podcast. This is episode 2 of season 2, but we're still looking at game week 1. Pretty exciting times. I'm happy to introduce, we got another Wasim on the show today from the YouTube channel Var Chill. Please follow them on all socials. Thank you for joining us, Wasim.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Mohammed
Razeen?
Wasim, you have been replaced. And he has the same name as you.
So tell us a bit about your channel though. Are you guys fantasy football or just all around
So
football?
no, it's supposed to be an all-round channel. Basically, it's gonna do everything football related. It's obviously myself and Zuhair. So we'll do from match predictions to Ballon d'Or predictions to football hot takes. Yeah, it's a variety of football related content.
And predicting the
Yeah.
Premier League. And I think that's a good start to kind of gauge where you're going in your fantasy team anyway. I think a lot of people overlook that. Yeah, you can always pick Haaland, but if City are on the down, then
Oh,
I don't think
definitely. How the
it's
Premier League goes is how your fantasy team's gonna
yeah.
go.
So let's see. So you and Zaire have already picked your team. So let's start with Zaire because Zaire couldn't be with us today.
Yeah.
Let's go through his predictions. So what did Zaire have for the overall winner of the Premier League?
So he said that the overall winner is gonna be Man City.
Okay.
He thinks that last season was just a bit of a bad spells, what led them to going down a bit, but he thinks they're going to be back and ready to compete again and they'll be the champions.
I also had it in my head that if it's Pep Guardiola's last season, he'll want to end it on a high. But
Yeah,
we'll have to see if he can do that. Who was
I feel
the
like he's now at this point where he's losing that. I'm not going to say he's losing love for the game, but he's losing his interest in it. It's not there for him anymore. He's got so many other things on his plate, and he's won everything there is to win. You just give him the respect.
I don't know. Some people just want more, but that can drive a person a bit loony. So
Yeah, for sure. He
He
is
has to say
Rooney.
yeah,
Looney because his name is Looney Tunes.
but that's my team name, and I haven't won that much that I need to be worried about losing my mind. What was Zoya's dark horse team?
He said Crystal Palace. He said after that FA Cup win, and I think probably based on what they're gonna be doing this season, they're gonna definitely be a better team than they were last season.
But do you think Conference League will affect that?
I think they'll. I don't think it's gonna affect them in terms of how they're gonna compete in the league. I think the league they're gonna try to maintain a higher position than last season, but it's they're gonna definitely fight for that Conference League because I mean, when last have Palace been fighting for a European title? Whether it's the Conference League or the Champions League, it doesn't matter. It's a European title, and for them, that's massive.
Underperforming team.
He said Arsenal.
Did he give any reasons?
I can't even remember quite clearly, but he just thinks that it's the basic logic of Arteta keeps trying and trying, and he's just not succeeding in terms of winning the league. Fine, second is good. It's not bad to come out second, but it's not what Arteta needs. He's been there for so many seasons, and in his like 20th phase now, so it is he thinks they're just gonna drop off a bit more compared to last season.
I actually have Chelsea as winning the league. It's a bit of
Chelsea.
a funny one. But I think it's a bit bold prediction. I can see it. Like Chelsea, if they click, I feel like they can do it. Chelsea tend to rebuild and win the season. The dark horse team I actually have Manchester United. Technically, because they were so bad last season, I actually think they'll just be much better this season. So it can go against me. They every year they seem to do worse. But I like Cunha as a player. Mbomo was the second highest scorer for fantasy points last season. And I think overall, I think their manager is good enough. Like he's shown good intent with Sporting when they beat City. He's beaten City with United already.
But as for Mbuemo, do you not think that it's gonna be completely different? Because at Brentford, it was kind of a system built around him, whereas at United, it's a system that's built solely around Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah,
And we know that makes a difference because with Coutinho, Klopp had a team built around him, and he was a star player. And then when he went to Barcelona, where a team is built around Messi, he didn't succeed.
overall they've made good signings, and I think they have to be better than what they were last season.
But look, they're going to benefit a lot from playing one game a week. No European football. I mean, it's definitely going to help them in some way.
It definitely gives them time to, you know, fix everything that's wrong in the team. It's one game a week. You have enough time to train. It's your only focus is to fix your team.
Underperforming team, I actually went with I went with Forest. if you can call it an underperforming team, just because they did so well last season. It's kind of a safe pick. I don't think anybody will
Yeah.
disagree with me that they in the Europa League they haven't signed well. I think they blocked Morgan Gibbs White's move away, so I don't think there's much happening there. I don't see them reaching close to the heights they did last season.
In terms of the underperforming team of the season, I'd like to go with Manchester City, just for vibes and just because of of what of how last season panned out. I mean, I can see them just repeating it one more time. But I'm very interested to see how Pep Linders affects Pep Guardiola's thinking, being his right-hand man now, and it's going to be very interesting to see. I don't know if Pep Guardiola has the motivation, determination to really want to turn things around, and he's obviously going to try and fix things. But I don't know how capable he is now that things have just changed so much. So I'd like to go with that just to spice things up and have a bit of a bold pick. The way you went with the bold pick in terms of your title winners, I'm definitely going Liverpool in that regard. I mean, we've got that kickstart from our last season went under slot. He's now got so many of his own new young players. The business we've done shows so much of keenness to stay at the top, like I said in last week's episode. And yeah, that's where I'm going title race wise.
And what about your dark horse?
Because every single prediction I've seen so far regarding relegation battle and who's getting relegated has shown Sunderland at the bottom of the table. I feel if they can stay in the Premier League, it would be a huge achievement. And for some reason, I just feel like they might do that. Maybe not because of the business they've done. I'm not too versed on what exactly has been going on behind the scenes at the club, but I just feel the support that they have and the eyes that are on them, they'll have that motivation and that keenness to do well and to try and stay up. And I think them staying up would be a huge achievement. So I'm going to go with Sunderland.
Nice to have you with us, Mohamed Wasim. We replaced you for
I
a
do
little bit.
apologize.
We replaced you
With
with
another
another
Wasim.
Wasim.
Well, everyone was saying that he replaced you, but I said my main guy will be here soon.
Thank you. It wasn't soon. I made it, but not soon.
We're doing a little bit of prediction game. Winner of the Premier League, dark horse of the season, and then underperforming team. We're gonna go to
Champions, I'm going Liverpool again, obviously. And like everyone says, it is a bit of bias, but I mean, it's not like it's complete, utter nonsense. Because, I mean, look, we've just come from winning the league. I understand that we're going to be playing a different style of football this season. Last season, you could see Slot was playing Klopp's tactics for most parts of the game, and you could see at the end he was tweaking it a bit to throw in a bit of his own tactics just to start testing it out. Now we're going for this complete rebuild, and that's going to make a difference. Hopefully, it makes a good difference. But it can obviously go two ways. It's either it's going to gel well, they're going to gel well together, we're going to play well, or it's just not going to work. I guess we'll have to see. But with the signings that we're making, and from just winning the league, the expectations, of course, it's going to be on Liverpool to win it.
My only worry with Liverpool is depth. Yeah.
I think we definitely need a striker. Like if we don't
100%.
get Isak, we need to get a second striker in.
100%. That's what I'm saying. They've got just over a week. They need to start checking because this Isak saga is going on far too long.
I think if there's
And-
another winger, I think it's okay. I think another winger because
Yeah.
Gakpo can fill in there up top, right? So I think if they
Don't
get another
forget
winger and a
also-
high-profile one.
Of course, but it doesn't have to be high profile because Liverpool have a history of signing players that are not the highest profile and making them from nothing into something. I mean, look at this Rio in Gomoa. He's showed his
Nice
talent,
player.
and I think
Nice.
he could
He's phenomenal.
genuinely be a backup left wing for Gakpo. And even
Yeah.
games where Gakpo can't be there, he can start.
Do you genuinely think he can start? Because that was my
I genuinely do
question.
think that he's not just that. He's that young talent that's coming to show what he can do. He's a player that think about it, right? In that Community Shield game, second half when things were flat, Ekitike was off. I was begging for Rio and Gamoa to be put on
Waiting for him to come
Me
because
too.
he
on,
could
bro.
change that game.
Me too. Yeah.
I thought
same.
he could change that game.
Yeah. What did you think about the Community Shield performance?
I'm hoping it's just they see it as another friendly and they can learn from it. I don't see it as a reason to panic. I don't see that we should be worrying now that this is how we're going to be playing for this season. It's hopefully like a tryout type of thing, and they'll go into the season learning from their mistakes. And you could see tactics were being changed, players coming off that wouldn't generally be taken off. in a general game. Like you take off Ekitike, you take off Forts, not players that are just going to be coming off. You take off Kirkes. That's not going to happen every game.
Yep.
So the thing is with me, what I saw was that for me, our midfield, like people were saying, oh, Gravenberch weren't there. I'm sure we'll be better if we have a full strength squad, but you don't have the luxury of having a full strength squad throughout the season. And if
Of course.
if Gravenberch is out and we don't really have a solid midfield without him, or if like McAllister, because McAllister didn't start that game either. If those two players are out and your midfield is off balance, it's quite concerning to go a whole season with just having two screws loose and your whole car falls apart. So from
Yeah,
my
no, for
point of
sure.
view, it did show us that we need a bit more depth. But the other concern was like, let me paint you a picture. We say we start the same team. Say we start McAllister in the midfield. So primarily the same team that started just with McAllister in the midfield. And say we're playing Bournemouth, first game of the season, 70th minute, we 1-0 down or 2-1 down. What would Slot do? Because in my opinion, he's going to take off Furtz for Elliott. He's not going to take off Salah. He's either going to take off Gakpo or Ekitike for I don't know who, because we don't really have another number 9. So, and then chances are he's going to take off one of the fullbacks for if Bradley's fit, Bradley will come on, or if Robertson or Tsimikas, whoever he wants to put on the left, he genuinely does make a fullback change around that mark as well, particularly when we're chasing a game. So
I think in that type of situation, it's not going to be a case of he's going to be replacing players for the same formation. He's going to completely change it up. We've seen that before last season when he needed to get them goals. He was changing up formations. You play 3 at the back. He pushed up Trent to go forward to keep attacking you. Push Salah a little bit central, and they play full out attack until we get those goals.
I didn't know I joined the Liverpool
We're gonna
podcast
get
here,
one more
guys.
player. We are going to get 1 or 2 more players soon. So I think everything will fall into place and we'll be good to go.
okay, yeah,
Now it looks
let's
like there's money to spend, right? So I think they will bring a couple of guys. If they want to compete on all fronts, I think they've got to get a bigger squad.
let's
Definitely.
move on from Liverpool because Mohamed Asim is
Thanks,
feeling
man.
hot cunt. Who's your dark horse team for the season?
So I went for Aston Villa. I know they performed well last season, quite late in the Champions League. I didn't think we'd see them get that far, but I feel like this season they're gonna have something to prove.
Your underperforming team? Just hurt
So
Mohamed
for
Asim.
underperforming, yeah, I went for Spurs.
We
So I
finished
know, okay, it's
17th.
gonna.
We
I
finished
know, I
17th.
know. They
If we
finished.
finish 16th, we've overperformed.
That's the thing. So why I said Spurs is not because of how bad they did
Yeah, no,
last
fair.
season, because the way you're seeing it is that, oh, compared to last season, how is the team going to be doing this season? I'm not looking at it like that. Is that
Yeah.
I'm saying that there's a lot of expectations of them this season because they won the Europa League. Fine, they beat a 15th place Manchester United in that final. Aside from that, they look like they're trying to build a better team. And there's expectations of them. Okay, you won the Europa League. You still sacked your manager. So you must have something in your mind that's what's going to help us even better. Because no right person in the
You
right
don't follow
mind,
Spurs enough. That's pretty much standard behavior.
but you don't sack the manager that's won you a trophy. Since how long have Spurs? When last did Spurs win a relevant trophy? Not the Audi
17 years
Cup.
ago. 17 years ago, and straight after that, Juan de Ramos got sacked.
But that's my point. So,
It's the history of the Tottenham.
but that's when you think as
Yeah.
as a Spurs fan. But if you look at every other fan base, there's expectations of them to actually do better this season. There's expectations of them to do better than Manchester United because they won that Europa League final. So I think there's too much expectation on them.
Yeah.
Fine, Thomas Frank is a good manager. Don't get me wrong. I do think he's a good manager, and I think he will get them to a better place than they were, better than 17. But I just feel like they're gonna underperform in terms of what's expected of them.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think Spurs fight for a top 8 place, maybe just a place in Europe this season and one of the low ones. But if they do get Savinho and potentially Eze over the line, which they linked with recently, then I'd set my sights a little bit higher. But based on the current squad, the squad is worse than it was last season. So
Yeah, but and also with
I'm with you.
Madison having an ACL injury
Yeah,
is a
Madison out,
massive.
ACL, Son gone. I think
Son's gone, yeah.
yeah, if they don't get the signings, the quality signings in, I agree. I think they'll underperform. But
Oh,
I think the best case they'll probably always fight for eighth of the current squad that they have.
Wasim, I
I
hope you're wrong. If this happens, then Mohamed Wasim is going to stop watching football after 3, 4 months again, and he's going to
And
be
then I'll
gutted
focus on
every time.
FPL.
We're gonna start having
Focus.
streams here while the Spurs game is on the TV behind me,
Yeah,
and he's not
well,
watching. Like we've
yeah,
had
well,
the situation
Razeen,
itself,
Razeen,
and then he's going to
you know
focus
what they say.
too much.
You know what they say. Leave the football before the football leaves you.
Before leaves you 100%, 100%.
And then he's going to fully focus on FPL and beat me again. We cannot have that, guys. We seriously cannot have that.
Okay, Mohamed Hussein, let's get into your three team predictions: winner, dark horse, and underperforming team.
So winner for me was a tough one because I'm expecting City to come back with fire. But after watching Liverpool, especially that start in the what's it called, in the
Community Shield.
Community Shield, they just look fire going forward. And I mean, I think to fix the defense is not going to be an issue because I mean of the quality that they have back there. So I think I'm expecting Liverpool to get a strong start again today. The season, get a strong gap, and then I think cruise it from there. The only team that I think might give them issues, maybe Arsenal will still be there again. I think City might be a little bit better than they were last season, but City I'm not convinced about because Pep is signing very, very unpep players. So and
Yeah.
I don't think he gets them to gel as much. And Pep Linders is there, so I'm expecting the worst.
Maybe Sam Landers players. I was just going to say we just spoke about this earlier because I
Yeah, it's a
actually
very
picked
different style.
City as my underperforming team of the season.
I'm not expecting them to do as well as people are saying. I think Reinders might transform them in the midfield because I feel like they lacked that a bit last season. Some good ball carrying, but clever in the midfield. I think he's going to make a difference to them. But and I think maybe Haaland wakes up again this season from his slumber of last season. I mean, he had a great start and then he fell off entirely.
Yeah, but I
Right.
also
So
firmly believe that Haaland needs that someone to give him those assists. Without De Bruyne, I
yes,
don't think it's gonna happen as much.
Yeah,
100%. I
Maybe
don't think they have the
Mamouche, but
quality.
still.
no,
Yeah, and
They actually showed stats that Mamouche is more of a shoot on side person. That
yeah, he's not a
he's taking up
supplier.
a lot of Haaland's chances.
He's
Even
not a
though,
supplier. Well, yeah,
yeah.
with Doku and Savinho, well, hopefully Savinho leaves. Hopefully he leaves.
Do you
But
want
I
Savinho?
think service. I'll take Savinho. I mean, to be honest, we need depth on the wings anyway, right? And a 1v1 winger is what Frank likes in part of his system. So I'll be really happy if they sign him. My dark horse team, I say Spurs here in this thing? I don't know why I said Spurs here, but I'm feeling Spurs will do better depending on signing. So I'm going the opposite of Wasim, and I'm going to say Spurs will be a bit of a dark horse in this season.
And underperforming team?
I'm gonna go with Villa or Forest, but I'm probably lean towards Villa. And we gave a bit of the reasons in terms of them not strengthening. I think Forest might have a shocker this season with Europa League.
We can get into individual awards quickly. Golden Boot winner. So I got Haaland. Anybody else got anybody different?
I've gone Haaland again, expecting him to hopefully transform his game. And
Go ahead, Razeen.
You go, Wasim.
Look, I'll be dead honest with you. I had this prediction from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I did say Isak, regardless of whether he's gonna be at Liverpool or
fair.
Newcastle, because the guy is a goal scoring machine, right? But now we don't know what's happening with his future. So I'm gonna
We don't know
go
if he'll
back to
play.
saying, yeah, we don't even know if he's gonna be playing football. He might only be playing World Cup next year. But I think then I'm just gonna go straight out and say Salah.
I
Again.
didn't
it's
want
fair.
to say that. I wanted to shock everyone with that and be like, okay, you saw what he can do last year. Everyone forgot what he did last year very conveniently. Okay, he's not going to match up to the numbers. I actually watched your guys' episode of VAR and Chill about a potential Salah decline, and I was having a good laugh because I'm so happy that some people are actually expecting it. And I just want him to come out flying. I want him to come out thriving. He's going to have an AFCON break in the middle of the season or whatever, but that's just going to strengthen him even more, and Salah's going to win the Golden
I
Boot.
sure
he'll be
hope
fine.
you're right. I hope you're right. But obviously, like, don't get me wrong, regardless of anything, I'm always gonna be a fan of the guy and I'm gonna want him to succeed. And it's been happening every year when people say Salah's gonna fall off, but he just never does.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are also basing it off just one game in the
Yeah.
Community Shield, where I think I think he's gonna
It's
do
not
what he
even
usually does.
just that. Is that
He's
there's
got
so
great
much
service,
weight.
and he's got so much.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna have
got
so
great
much better
service.
service behind him again. So I think he'll be fine.
100%.
He'll be up there
100%.
competing.
He's just got that lot of weight on his shoulders that he scores every game. Then he blanks one game and everyone's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
where's Salah now? And it's like, come on, man.
The Isak to
But
Liverpool, say it happens
it's
end
very
of the window. Isak to Liverpool, if he joins at the end of the window, I think missing 3 games is going to outslap. He'll definitely win the goal, but I'm definitely aligned on that thinking. If he joins Liverpool, it's done.
But yeah, I think the problem with Salah is that if Isak joins Liverpool, Salah won't win it just because they'll be sharing a lot of the goals between them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Playmaker of the season. So I'm assuming someone, the player with the most assists this season. What would you guys predict?
I'm going for
I went
cold
for Cole.
Palmer.
I went for
Yeah.
Cole Palmer as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think Chelsea are gonna be stronger than they were last season.
Aside from that, is that Palmer started off so well last season. And then he had that, like, he fell off just for a little bit. Like, from second half of the season, he was completely off. I don't think he's going to
Yeah.
fall off again, and I think he's going to maintain from start to end what he does. So I think he'll win the Playmaker
Yeah.
award.
So I actually went for Salah. I actually
Yeah,
think
fair.
I think he'll get a fair amount of assists, and I'm kind of hoping we bring in Isak. So I kind of
Definitely.
completing the
Whether
picture.
it's Isak or Ekitike, Salah is going to have a finisher in front of goal, and he'll be able to get more assists.
For play of the season, I went for Cole Palmer as opposed to
I was thinking of that
most assists.
as well.
Play of the season is not just an award that's given based on general merit. It's given based on the fact that if you win the Premier League, you're a big contender. And
Yeah,
because I went for Liverpool to win the league, I said Salah to win Player of the Season.
I went for Chelsea to win the league. So
So
sticking with
you saying Palmer makes sense.
Yeah, Wasim, thanks for joining us.
You're
Hopefully,
welcome.
we can have you again soon with Shair. But we'll leave you at this point, and we'll get more into the fantasy talk. Let's get into the fantasy talk portion of this episode. 'cause
Our real
that's
job.
Our real job, and what I'm most excited about, to be honest, like it's really been exciting looking at the FPL landscape so far. How have you guys been navigating your teams? Razeen, I know you haven't really focused on it. You're gonna just wing it, but I've been very excited
That's what I'm
looking
going
at
to
the
do,
teams.
honestly. I'm just going to probably find the template eventually and make a few changes to start and then go with the flow. But I mean, I'm going to sit with it for a good few hours on deadline day. That's what I usually like
I
to
was
do.
gonna recommend against doing that. So the FPL app and the FPL site have been so buggy over the past couple of days. So I think if you want to try and have a decent template set, try and set it by Thursday, I think, because I think there's going to be a lot of because since they made all the changes to the site, the traffic's been quite high and the site's been going down and things have not been working, things haven't been saving. So I think have a decent template sorted out hopefully by Thursday, and then you can probably tinker on Friday again. But I wouldn't trust the site's stability on Friday.
Razeen, I like what you said about the template team, and let's kind of talk through the template team and see what people are picking, why they're picking, and what could be. Well, most teams for their template team, I think the goalkeeper, most teams have Sanchez. And I think as backup, I've seen a fair few of Dubravka. I don't have Sanchez in my team. I'm not convinced by him in the sense that Chelsea defensively right now don't look great per se. I have Sal's as alternative, but there's a few 4.5s that are there as well that I've seen people put Kelleher, but now he's flagged. Areola is still at West Ham. I don't know. Have West Ham signed anybody?
I feel like they were signing some Brazilian keeper or something.
Yeah,
I don't know if they did, if that one went through. But I'm really not looking at a West Ham goalkeeper, to be honest. So it's not even part of my thinking. I personally went Chelsea because the fixtures are really good at the start. So hoping they keep more clean sheets just because the fixtures are favorable.
Defense, I've seen a lot of people go Virgil. Reliable, going to play 90, and the defensive points that have been added now.
Is Bradley injured for a while? Or is
They haven't
like the
released
short-term?
any information, whether it's short or long
So
term.
yeah, we have to wait for Friday probably to know. Because
they don't expect him to start this game.
I'm considering Frimpong after seeing how he was beating his man against Palace. So
Yeah,
He's so good. So
yeah,
good going
really
as well, and he can defend. He's everything we wanted Trent to be.
Also, like most people going with Williams, Nico Williams from
Yeah,
Forest.
Nico Williams is popular, but they were signing someone.
Leaf
a left
Davis, they were
back.
looking at.
Leaf Davis,
And
yes.
they
They
were
were
Lots
someone,
of Tarkovsky picks as well, no?
yeah,
yes.
a lot of truck.
Because he's been a machine for defensive contributions in
And
And
preseason.
they've
Everton
good picks up
looked a
front.
bit more solid.
Yeah. With Moyes that you expect that to be defensively a little bit more rigid.
I've seen a lot of people put a Burnley 4.0 as Steve. I
Yes.
don't know how to pronounce it. I hope I pronounce
But you
it
must
right.
remember also Burnley come off a great clean sheet season where they were keeping clean sheets for days. But obviously Trafford's not there any longer.
Mm.
But they come with a history of being very defensively organized.
Championship to Premier League is
Very
much
different,
different. Yeah,
100%.
the Championship, watching the Championship is like watching Stoke City all the
Is
time.
Scott Parker their coach?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, especially with his previous run with Fulham, they shipped a lot of goals that
yeah,
season when he brought them up. Palace defenders as well. I know Richards
yeah.
has been rather
Richards has
popular.
been the
I've got him in
most
my team
popular
as
one
well.
I've seen.
Yeah, the most popular one. Then I've seen Van der Ven in a lot of
Teams as well.
teams as well.
I have Van der Ven, so
Yeah, me too.
but I
He
want
Is
also
to.
Ait
scored
Nouri
tonight.
going to start regularly at City?
Who's this?
Ait Nouri.
It's hard to tell with Pep. Pep
Yeah.
Roulette scars us as people.
People
He
are
can
saying he's
start.
going to start. Yeah, a lot of what I've read says he's going to start, and Cavadio is going to be left centre back.
Centre back. Yeah. But there's a risk there because they can be rotated, right?
Midfield wise, in the Templet team, I've seen. Okay, so Salah has been in the majority of teams.
Salah, Palmer.
Salah
Been the
and
two.
Palmer
Because
have
I
been
think Palmer is now most owned.
most owned. Yeah. Then I've seen a lot of people go Elliot Anderson.
Yes.
So
Defensive contribution monster as well, apparently.
I'm not so convinced about him.
I've gone Reinders
I've got
for
Reinders
for
as
that
well.
price.
I just
Yeah,
think
'cause
between Elliot and Reinders, I think there's a higher ceiling with Reinders. Like Elliot, you're gonna get
yes,
what
because you'll get
2
offensive
points or
contributions with
1
Reinders. You
point
won't
if he
get a
gets a yellow card,
correct.
and then plus another 2 points if he gets defensive contribution.
Yes,
Very rarely is he gonna get a goal or assist.
correct.
And with that, I think the upside is just there. If City score 5 goals, chances are Reinders could be getting one attacking return, possibly a clean sheet. So that's already like 6 points. I can't see myself going Elliot for the whole season.
I think 100%. I don't think his defensive contribution points are going to be worth it because I think Reinders' offensive upside is way more.
Yeah, and personally, people are picking Elliot as their midfielder, as their fourth midfielder, someone who's going to play the whole season. They're not going to bench him, basically,
Well,
which
that's rough.
doesn't
I
make
don't think that's
sense
ideal.
to me. I'd rather go to a Dewsbury Hall or lower and bench him
Yes.
and just use that money elsewhere. I'd rather put up Milenkovic to Van Dijk or Gavadio just to
I
get
think so too.
more defensive points. You're going to get DEFCON points anyway, and you're going to get
Yes.
clean sheet points, a potential attacking return. I think more than Elliot.
I really want Pedro Porro in my team, man.
I also really want Pedro Porro in my team.
I really want Pedro Porro because he's also got that defensive upside because he's also been hitting DEFCON points a lot in preseason. And now with Madison not there, he's going to probably be on all set pieces as well. The thing with Frank also is he's so focused on set pieces as a massive part of his philosophy as well. So going for a Pedro Porro who's going to be on a lot of set pieces is probably going to give a lot of assist points. But I think also the centre backs are going to have a lot of chances. So that's why I think, especially at the start with the reasonably favourable fixtures for Spurs, I think there's a lot of worth in going like a Van de Ven, or if you got the money, I think Pedro Porro is a great buy.
Okay. What do you guys think Jack Grealish after his move?
I need to see more. He's been so poor over the past few seasons, to be honest. I need to see a few games. Hopefully, he can recover some of that Villa form that he showed.
But also, Everton don't really have a prolific striker.
Their fixtures are just so good up front. You don't want to miss it if he does hit it under up and running immediately.
I don't know if he'll start immediately because I don't know what his fitness levels are like. In talking about Everton, I think Dewsbury Hall's probably the better option to go for there. Because there may be an opportunity maybe for defensive contributions there as well.
Anybody else in the Templet midfield that you're looking at? Because I think Wirtz was in a lot of teams earlier on. He's
been in and out, no?
Yeah.
Depending on...
A lot of people have now changed
Fernandes.
to Bruno, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm also not convinced about Bruno Fernandes. Just United in general, we don't know how they're going to play, how they're going to structure.
Some of the reasons I've been seeing people going Fernandez hasn't convinced me. I said, oh no, but he's the reliable one. Then there's the usual penalties.
Yeah.
But I suspect he's going to be playing deeper
Deeper.
a lot. So I mean, with him playing deeper, maybe it helps with defensive contribution a little bit more. But I don't want a 9 million. Was it 9 million, right? A 9 million midfielder to be getting me defensive contribution points. I want him to get attacking returns.
Yeah.
So if he's going to play a little bit deeper at that price, I'm going to find it very hard to justify having him. I've got him in my draft at the moment, but I don't think he's going to last personally.
Yeah, I can't see. I personally want to just see how United do, and then if there's anybody, I'm just hoping Cunha does as well because I think he has the most upside for me personally. I think he can score
I
and
think so
get
too.
defensive
And plus,
contributions.
we enjoyed him a lot last season, so I would like to enjoy Cunha again in my team. Very reliable, but I just hope Palace do well because my favorite FPL player is Mateta. He's just the guy, man. Especially when he scored this
so
weekend, I'm
well
like,
in the
he's my
season.
guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a-
he really
He
did
was
well
a
up
star
against
this
centre
season.
backs. Played
I
very
was
well.
really impressed with Sa as well.
He was, but Sa always gives Liverpool trouble, doesn't he?
Yeah, always.
He always
From
just
Watford
gets
days.
involved.
From Watford
Yeah,
days.
I remember.
I think Mateta's played very well. I also hope he has a great season. I always end up never having him in my team.
It's the best player to own, man. Every time there's an opportunity to have him in, I go for it. I don't waste time. He returns. He always returns.
But from the forwards, from the template, look, most people have gone João Pedro
Yeah,
and Ollie
he's been very
Watkins.
popular. Yeah, those are the two that I've seen a lot. I've also seen that Mark Gui,
Yeah,
however you pronounce that man's name.
Sunderland
But
4.5 for
yeah,
the bench.
but he's pretty much just there to fill the bench. But
Yeah.
he's showing as also yellow flagged, lacking a match fitness. So I mean, I guess in the first game you probably don't need him. But I mean, it'll ultimately depend how you want to structure your team for the first few game weeks.
Now we can look at our teams and our
My
defense
team is so
picks.
Templet at the moment. It's actually not even funny.
So let's
All the
let's
players
start
we
with your
mentioned are
team.
in my team.
Let's start with your team.
So my team at the moment is Sanchez, Van de Ven, Nico Williams, Frimpong. I've got Bruno Fernandes, Njai, Salah, Palmer, Reinders, João Pedro Watkins. That's my starting 11. My bench goalkeeper is Dubravka, and the forward is Mark Gui, and I've got Steve and Richards on my bench. So the most templatey team of all templates.
Are you not concerned about not having Haaland?
I don't think about it, and hopefully by not thinking about it, it'll make me feel okay.
Your picks of okay, João Pedro and Watkins.
I do worry his minutes because of Delap. So
Yeah.
his minutes do concern me. But I'm hoping his service is solid so he is able to affect the game in the time that he's there. But I mean, he's also had such a great preseason, to be honest. So it's very hard to not consider him in the team.
So just looking at him, I like Frimpong. I think after the Community Shield as well.
I literally transferred him. So I had Van Dijk and I brought Frimpong instead.
Watkins, because I'm also just debating this, and we'll talk about it.
What a great preseason, though. He's got like 5 goals in his last 3 or 5 preseason games.
Still
Man.
though, like
He's looking great, man.
9.0, you can get quite a few other strikers. Like he's got like Newcastle is not the easiest fixture. They have a good
I
defense.
agree. Correct.
I guess long term, like you playing it more long term.
And the fixtures are decent, man. The fixtures are not bad at the start. That's the reason I'm actually going Watkins. I think they'll be quite solid.
Your current team. So you said you're still looking at things, but right now you have Dubravka and Kinski as your 2 goalkeepers, both 4.0, which is quite risky, I think. Defense, you got Nico Williams, Mark Guay, De Cooper from Brighton, the Belgium left back.
Yes.
Steve and Wan-Bissaka. Then you have Mo Salah, Cole Palmer, Dewsbury Hall, Ismail Sarr, the Brighton Bellebear, the one linked with United. Then Erling Haaland, Mateta, and Sten Larsen. So, I mean, strikingly, you have a team with Salah, Palmer, and Haaland.
Amazing.
That's what I like. That's probably the only thing I like about the draft at the moment, because I'm probably going to change at least 10 more players from there. This is just the team my friend and I came up with. We were sitting in the car and we said, have a look at it. Let's try and balance it out and get those three in for now. But I'm probably going to do at least another 100 drafts between now and the deadline if the app and
Fantastic.
website don't crash. But yeah, lots and lots of work to be done. I mean, I'd love to have those three in at the end, but it's all about deciding. What do you guys think? Three premiums, threemiums? Do you guys want to go that route, or do you want to break it up and leave one
I've
out? I mean,
thought about it. I've thought about it a lot, going three premiums. I really want to go three premiums because I fear not having Haaland in my team, and I've gone without him for now. Because I mean, you can make a decent team with them. It's just that
there's so many cheap
you're
options
taking a risk.
available, right?
Yeah, but you are going to take a risk in a sense where it's a lot of players that may also get rotated as well.
Yeah.
So
And if you get a
that's
good
where my worry
2.5
was.
million option that breaks out that no one expected to break out, it becomes a bit
Yeah,
difficult to get them in.
you gotta find that early season gem, and you gotta hope that you've got that guy in your team and then he jams. That's
But one day
that's
to
the
do
risk you go with.
I think
Yeah,
personally, the going three premiums is just too much because
it
you're only
is.
going to captain one, and the other two, I feel like if Haaland scores a goal and Mateta scores a goal, and Cunha scores a goal and Bowen scores a goal, they're all
Mm,
getting the same amount of points. It's just
yeah.
it's just too much investment for the same
And to
return.
get all three performing week in and week out is not gonna happen. I don't expect it to happen.
There's a bit of a method to this, like in my head. So it might not make sense right now,
Okay,
but so in my goalkeepers, I have Sals and Areola.
okay,
My defense, I have Kukurea, Joachim Anderson. I have Konate, Van de Ven, and Wan Bissaka. Then my midfield, I have
okay.
Mitoma, Cole Palmer, Dewsbury Hall, Reinders, and Mohamed Kudus. And up front, I have Haaland, Ekatike, and Gokaras at the moment. So,
What? How are you
yeah.
affording all of this? You don't have Salah.
So I don't have Salah. I don't particularly want to go with the Templet team. Not because I just want to be stubborn. What I realized is that you're going to have players from Sunderland, Burnley, and Leeds that are going to perform well, and
Yes,
like it's almost impossible to predict the one. Like
correct.
and it all it does it's saving you that one transfer.
Yeah.
So instead, what I've done is, yeah, I'm spreading the funds around so that when I know these cheaper players that are going to play, I can
Mm,
maybe stack some transfers, bank the cheaper ones, and sell off some of my more expensive players. And
yes.
then, like Mitoma and Kudus, who I feel will start the season, but
Yeah.
then I can downshift them. And with that, then I can upgrade elsewhere and see where I
Yeah.
need to
To
improve.
get
So
Salah in.
the plan
Yeah.
is
No, that's
if I
fair.
want Salah in, I'll downgrade Haaland and I'll push up Palmer, or I'll push up someone else if I want to keep Palmer.
Yeah. No, I think it's the right thing to do because if you want to take a risk or these types of risks, you can probably take it for game week 1 to 5 because there's still another 33 game weeks afterwards
Yeah,
to effectively catch up the points. And I mean, I think it's worth going risk seeking at this time of the season. It's
yeah. I
definitely worth
think
it.
what I want to do is I actually want to bench boost as well. So I have a
Oh,
team
game
where
week one.
I've picked players that I'm quite
Okay.
sure will start. I just need
Yeah.
to confirm Areola. I'm not happy with Dewsbury Hall because I feel like when I didn't have Cole Palmer, I had a better all-round
Yes.
feel of the team. So I'm trying to find a way where I probably will look to um, downgrade somewhere just to get Dewsbury
Yeah.
Hall up. And I'm trying to get
I think if
Konate
you're
to
gonna,
Frimpong as
yeah,
well. I have Gokares as well. And this one is a
that's
bit,
the surprising one.
yeah, same price as Ollie Watkins. But with him, what I feel like in the short term, I actually like his first two fixtures particularly. I'm
Mm.
not convinced of United. I think they have a poor defense. I think he's the
Yes,
main man. I think he's going to start. I don't know if he'll play the whole 90, but I definitely think he'll start the first game.
I
And I think he's on
agree.
penalties.
It definitely will.
Yeah. So I
You
think he's on
think,
penalties as well.
possible?
And I like the look of Arsenal. I like Zubimendi. I've seen him a few times
They do
in
look,
preseason.
they look a bit more balanced this season.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think overall there's more upside with Coquerez. And worst case, then I downgrade him. I probably won't go to Watkins. I'll probably go
Mm.
to Chao Pedro and then push push Palmer up to Salah. I'm excited for the season. I
I am
probably
as
will
well.
tinker quite a bit.
I'm going to
So-
sit on this the whole day tomorrow. I've cleared my diary out in the afternoon.